Today we're going to take an in-depth look at one of the more talked about guns in the industry, and that's going to be the Sig Sauer P365 XMacro. So this gun has been making news, not because it's the latest addition to the P365 family, but as a potential game changer in the concealed carry world. And you might be asking yourself, what's so special about the P365 XMacro? Is it worth the hype? And is this firearm for you? I'm going to attempt to answer all these questions and more in this video. Before we dive into the XMacro, let's take a step back and look how we got here. The Sig P365, it was introduced back in 2018 and it immediately redefined the micro compact category. It was one of the first pistols to offer a double stack magazine in such a small frame, packing 10+1 rounds of 9mm while staying slim and concealable at the same time. Over the years, Sig expanded the lineup with the P365 XL, which offered a longer slide and a slightly higher capacity, and the P365 SAS, which aimed to eliminate all potential snags for deep concealment. And now we have the XMacro, which takes everything people loved about the P365 and then supercharges it. More capacity, better recoil control, and added versatility. The Sig Sauer P365 XMacro stands out for its ability to combine full-size performance with a slim, concealable profile. At just 1.1 inches wide, it's thinner than many of its competitors, including the Glock 19, while maintaining an impressive 17.1 round capacity. So the overall length of the 365 XMacro comes in at 6.6 inches, and the barrel comes in at a staggering 3.1 inches long, making it just compact enough for concealed carry, but also with just enough length to maintain that excellent accuracy. Now the height comes in at 5.2 inches, which might seem kind of tall for some users, but it's a necessary trade-off for that extended grip and magazine capacity. One of the standout innovations of the XMacro is its built-in integrated compensator. Unlike traditional compensators that require aftermarket installation, this one is built right into the slide. And you might be asking yourself, what does that mean for me? It means significantly reduced muzzle rise, allowing for faster, more accurate follow-up shots. Now you might be asking yourself, Florida Patriot, what is that on the front of your pistol? Because it's too small to be a light, too big to be nothing. So what is that? My friends, that is a darn good question. I'm here to tell you that is none other than the X10 Elite from Mantis. And you might be asking yourself, why does he have a Mantis for dry fire at the range? Because yes, Mantis is known for dry fire, but did you know that you can also use them for live fire as well? Now we're not going to go too much into detail in this video about the Mantis X10 Elite. We'll save that for an actual review of the Mantis. But if you're curious and you want to pick one up, go ahead and check the description down below. I have a link that'll bring you straight to the Mantis X10 Elite. Now, let's get back to the video. Now when you fire the XMacro, the compensator is going to redirect all the gases upward. It's going to counteract any natural upward motion of the muzzle. This feature is going to make a huge difference, especially for shooters who prioritize precision or if they just want a smoother shooting experience. Now let's talk about the grip for a second, because the grip on the XMacro is another area where Sig has paid extra attention to when coming up with the 365 XMacro. It's slightly longer than the standard P365, allowing for a full secure grip even for those with larger hands. The texturing is more aggressive compared to earlier P365 models, providing excellent control without feeling overly rough during extended shooting sessions. Now the XMacro, it comes optics ready, making it incredibly versatile. So whether you prefer a red dot sight for faster target acquisition or If you're sticking with the standard sights, this gun is ready to adapt. Now it comes with SIG's X-Ray 3 day-night sights, which offer outstanding visibility in a variety of lighting conditions. So you really can't go wrong. Either utilize the sights that it comes with, or if you prefer, throw a red dot on the XMacro. Now, when we're talking about what sets the 365 apart from other pistols on the market, it's gonna be the capacity, because not many pistols out there hold 17+1 like the XMacro. All right, y'all, let's talk about performance. How does it perform on the range? Right off the bat, the compensator makes a huge difference in the recoil control. For a gun of this size, the recoil is surprisingly mild, allowing for faster follow-ups and tighter groupings. Yes, Preston. Bye, Preston. The trigger is crisp and responsive, with a short reset that feels intuitive for anyone familiar with striker-fire pistols. The accuracy is excellent for a compact pistol, with consistent results at a defensive shooting distance, let's say 7 to 15 yards. But for those of you that push the envelope, it holds its own, even out to 25 yards. I feel like this might be a good time to list a couple of the pros and cons. So starting with the pros, the high capacity in such a slim profile, holding 17+ rounds of 9mm is obviously a pro. And we've talked about this numerous times, we're gonna mention it again. The integrated compensator for reduced muzzle rise is obviously a pro. Optics ready slide for versatility, excellent grip for ergonomics for shooters of all hand sizes, and reliable and accurate performance for defensive use are all pros in my opinion. Now when we talk about the cons, this one might be an issue, it might not, I don't know. Drop a comment down below, you let me know. But the slighter, larger grip might be harder to conceal for some users. And I'm thinking those of you that have a little extra installation around the waist, yeah, those of you know what I'm talking about. Also a con in my opinion is that the price point for the XMacro is going to be slightly higher than some of its competitors. And then we already mentioned this earlier before, but I'll mention it again. The customization aftermarket for the XMacro is obviously a lot less as compared to, let's say, the Glock 19 or even the Glock in general. So you might be asking yourself, who is the P365 XMacro designed for? And that's really easy to answer, because if you're someone who wants firepower of a full-size handgun in a package that's slim and concealable, this gun is an excellent choice. It's ideal for concealed carry, home defense, or even as a duty gun for those of you in law enforcement. So in my opinion, the Sig Sauer P365 is more than just a gun. It's more of a statement about where the compact pistols are headed. It's innovative, reliable, and packed with features that cater to a wide range of shooters. So I want to hear what you think. Is the XMacro the future of concealed carry? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you for watching my video, for supporting this channel. If you haven't done so already, drop a like down below if you enjoy this type of content, and also double check to make sure that you're still subscribed, because YouTube be playing those games where you might be subscribed today and then tomorrow you're unsubscribed. So just take a second, make sure you're still subscribed. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. My name is Andre with Florida Patriot, and I will see you at the next gun show. Take care, y'all.